Hi everybody, so I just wanted to record a quick video about some of my favourite convenience ingredients, the things I always have in the press, because let's face it, we all have days where we're in a hurry or maybe we just really don't feel like kind of cooking from scratch. So anything that can kind of help create the base flavour is a godsend in my book. So I just wanted to share with you the things that I use all the time. So if you follow me and read any of my recipes, I'm always mentioning chopped chilies in oil and some chopped garlic, because these are really handy ingredients. So I'm just going to show you these, right? This thing keeps in the fridge once you open it, but you know the way a lot of recipes start with heat a bit of oil, add in some onion, some garlic, and then chilies if you're using it. So this, first of all, is one of the ingredients that I absolutely love, is always there in the press. The chopped chilies in oil, here it is here, hope you can see it. I love this as well because depending on how much heat you like, you can amp it up. So, in our house, Eva's kind of medium into heat, but not too hot. I certainly don't like my head to be blown off. But if you want to have more heat than this, you can add another spoon in, or what can be handy at the end is just to dilute a little bit of this in oil and sprinkle it over the dish afterwards if you're really kind of fond of extra chili. But this adds a lovely base flavour. The other thing that I would never ever be without are these cooked red peppers in a jar. So absolutely fantastic. Now they're quite hard to open, so my tip is, if you bang it off the counter to try and break the vacuum, or actually just carefully get the sharp point of a knife and bang it into the lid and it breaks the vacuum. Honestly, I don't know how some of the older people in this country open some of these things, they're so hard. But anyway, I absolutely adore these and I use them so often. And a great way of kind of getting extra veg into your dishes, right? So there's two options with these, depending on whether you're kind of going Italian, Mediterranean style, or whether you're actually just using it in a sort of a more curry or chili or Thai or Indian style dish. I would still use them, I love it. Even one of these whisked up in a little bit of mayonnaise makes a lovely dipping sauce. So let's come to kind of making a sauce. So the old tomato puree, never be without this. It's fabulous. So I would often just heat up my oil, toss in a little bit of garlic, toss in some onion, soften it down, add in this, add one of my chopped red peppers, and hey presto, you have a lovely kind of base. And then if you want to add some sort of jerked style flavours, you can throw in your paprikas, your sweet and your smoked. And that really makes a lovely dish, and you can use it as the base for, doing a chicken dish or doing a red meat dish, doing your mince, anything like that. Not forgetting the carrots also. So that's just kind of two hero ingredients for me, which I would never be without. And the other thing then is, when you want to make kind of a Thai style curry, and often I have made my curry paste from scratch. I'm using the old pestle and mortar and all the ingredients and your ginger and your garlic and your bird's eye chilies and so on. But that's for a day when I'm really in the mood for cooking. So what about when you're in a hurry? So I adore these. Now I have a yellow curry and a green one here. You can also get the red. These are by Mayploy and really great ingredients. So once you open it, you actually need to keep it in the fridge. But what you basically get is this lovely bag of very thick paste. And the trick with this is you heat a little bit of oil on the pan, take a big tablespoon of the paste and you cook it out for a few minutes just to kind of start to release the flavours and cook it down. And then you dilute it. So you can use your coconut milk, you could use vegetable stock, you could use half of each. You can use full fat coconut milk or half fat coconut milk, whatever you prepare. And that's your base, right? So you can then use it for, if you're going to make a fish curry or a prawn curry, or you're going to cook your chicken in it, anything like that, be absolutely gorgeous. But it's not finished until you've actually done your seasoning at the end, which I must say I really am kind of passionate about doing. So your seasoning would always, on the Thai side, include your bit of fish sauce, your bit of soy sauce, and you don't have to use these brands. Always some sweetness as well. So if you can get palm sugar, great. If you can't get palm sugar, use brown sugar, just use a spoonful of normal sugar at a pinch, and always a squeeze of lime juice. So when you've finished off your curries, always do your seasoning at the end, taste it and see how it is, and kind of adjust the flavours as you need it. as you know you want to. And the other thing is, if you're actually just plant-based eating, you can make that sauce exactly as I've just described. And you can throw beans or cashews, or you could throw chickpeas, or these kind of really handy grain sachets are also really good as well to use, you know. So you could just use rice. This is a rice and quinoa, but throw them into the sauce, and that will give you a lovely delicious plant-based meal. Not forgetting your fresh chopped coriander, which I really love and can't be without, but I get that not everybody likes it. So, you know, the next time you're out shopping, if you can go into the condiment aisle and grab some of these things, most of the major supermarkets have them, or if you're ever near an Asian market, pop in, because they're brilliant for all these ingredients. You'll get your spices in like kind of really good value packs. I always buy this thing, it's called kalonji. They're really delicious. I love the flavour of these. And I always buy this mix called Punchbourne. And it contains cumin seeds and fennel seeds and nigella seeds you've just seen there. And it's lovely as well. So look, these are just a couple of ideas. I'm actually going to show some of the sauces in other videos over the next few days. But hopefully this has given you some ideas on things that you'd have in your store cupboard.